Okay, hello guys, and welcome to the revolved step of this tutorial. Today we'll be making an incandescent bulb right at the tip here. Again, an incandescent bulb is one of these. So we'll be doing that by selecting this plane. We'll make the base with a line here. We'll extrude a line out, we'll make a circle for the top, and we'll use a 3-point arc. And then we'll make it glass, because it is a light bulb. Again, that's the endpoint. So the first thing I want to do is select the front plane, create sketch, click on the front plane, and recall that the way that we either made this pipe or sweep ended up creating this front plane right in the middle of this. So you do not have to worry about recentering a plane right where you want to revolve, which is a good thing. Let me just reorientate myself. Cool. So I will create a line to create the base line. I want that blue, so it's already parallel. Fusion does a lot of automatic mates and relationships, which is different coming from SolidWorks. It's typically a lot less friendly. And as you'll see, it created the parallel mate already, so we don't have to worry about that. But because it is a light bulb, we do want to go for kind of exact proportions and dimensions. So, we can either play with this line, get it in the right spots, or we can dimension it to be exactly what we want. And one way of dimensioning it exactly is by using the sketch dimension. So an easy way to get to that is through something called gestures. And in order to access those, what you want to do is right click on your mouse, hold down the button, and you'll see this little menu come up. We'll go down to sketch again, hold down the right button, go to sketch dimension, and then release. And now when you click on this line, you could make it go to exactly what you want to do. For now, I'm going to make it 2.5 inches. To me, why not? Okay, that's kind of big. Oh, centimeters. Let's go 1.25. Yeah, that looks nice. Another thing that you'll see is that it's still floating around. But I want... In order to fix that, I'm thinking I want this midpoint. Let me zoom in. I want this midpoint to be right on top of this midpoint. Well, what can you do? You can use these constraints on the right-hand side. I will select midpoints, and I want the midpoint of this line, and I want the midpoint of this line to cross over. And as you see, this forces it, so you can't move it. It's black, so it's fully defined, and that's what you want. Okay, so now we have the base. I will go back to sketch, make another line, right on the midpoint, coming out, waiting for that 90-degree right angle, and I will do the same thing, right click, down, smart dimension, and let's say, come on, 2 centimeters. Yeah, sounds about right to me. And again, remember, this is what we want. About 3/5 or 2/3 of the way down, what I want to create is a center diameter circle. So I select that. Yeah, that's good. I'll click there. I'll pull out the circle, and if I click at the end of the line, it'll made it. So you don't have to worry about smart dimensioning it or anything. mainly because it's just a tutorial. So it doesn't have to be 100% precise. But it does make this line with this, the diameter of the circle. And another thing I want to do is I want to add a 3-point arc between here and between some points on here. So I will go to Sketch, Arc, 3 points. I'll select one endpoint. I'll select another endpoint. And the third point selects what concavity do you want. For this, I think about that was a good point. And now what you'll be left up with is 3 open profiles, which is what you want for now. So with the 2D sketch finished, we now want to make the 3D revolution. So go to Create, go to Revolve. The profile is what is, click on the profile and click on which areas you want to revolve. It could be that, it could be this, it could be a combination of the 3, but then you don't need the overlap. And then the axis is, where do you want it to revolve around? If you select here, it'll revolve out over there. If we select right in the middle, it'll revolve into this shape that we know and love. And we can fix that later. I'll make that one of your tasks. Okay, and while we have that light bulb shape, it's metal. Light bulbs aren't supposed to be metal. What we want to do is make that into glass. So right click again, we're going to that gesture menu, and here you'll see appearance. Oh, it didn't open up, but you could just run over here, pop it out. So just be mindful of that. And let me close these tabs. In the appearance menu, you can select what material you want this to be. Do you want it to be metal? Do you want it to be paint? Glass? You could just select it here. We want this to be glass. We'll go to glass, textured, we have frosted, light. We could just select what we wanna, what we wanna paint over, so to speak. We'll click on this, drag it, and apply. To me, that doesn't look nice. So I'm going to select these again. And instead, I want it to be blue colored. So I'll go to Smooth, Glass Window, Apply. And to me, blue, oh yeah, that does actually look kind of nice. In this way, you can customize what material you want anywhere. And just because we can, let's say that we want the bottom to be brass. And just a heads up, if you don't have anything selected and then you go over, it'll do everything, and that's kind of a pain in the butt. But you can always Control Z. Cool. And later on we'll be doing some edits with the history. I'm not going to worry about it, but I'd recommend to you file fix. I kind of gave it away. Kind of fix the revolution so it goes all the way around. Point. There you go. Cool. Well, thank you, and I hope to be seeing you on the next step.